you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing our YouTube and Spotify channels, and writing in your comments and your suggestions there. A warm welcome to Chandrasekhar Sharma ji. Sir, pranam.
My pleasure.
We are always looking for dictums from the classics, and classics give us a very strong, very effective dictums. But many a times we lose our way when we try to understand the logic behind it. Chandrasekhar Sharma ji has been reading the classics since he was 6 years of age, so he is aware of House of Knowledge, and a book called Bhavarth Ratnakar, which is very small, which seems very small, very thin, but has so many pearls that we can spend a lifetime gathering them, examining them. We are holding a course on Bhavarth Ratnakar in Hindi with Sir. So if you are interested, you can enroll directly through the website or give us a call on our WhatsApp number. Today, Sir is going to explain to us the reason and the logic behind one such dictum, one such sutra. So let us talk with Sir on that sutra. Sir, the ball is in your court now, sir.
Thank you. Let us go with the aphorism so that it can be read. It is in the Devanagari, but the transliteration in English is also given there.
Right.
So what is said is, I have titled it that a shloka which is very difficult to understand. So that because you will, as we go into it, we will understand why. Shashtastho yadi va chandra buddhi kaushalya van bhavet, which means if moon is placed in the 6th house, the person has, now this buddhi kaushalya is a very complex thing to explain. It says he has got intellect to use it in a very what we can say, very expert way. I mean, everybody has buddhi, everybody has brain, everybody has intellect, but whether you can, you are able to use it in a way which helps you is what is being talked about. Otherwise,
Right.
buddhi, everybody knows. I think even those who are into English know buddhi is intellect, but kaushalya is expertise. So
Right.
he can use his brain with expertise in the 6th house. This is what is being told about Chandra, moon, and then they say, Dviti yastho bhavet Chandra, netra chanchal van bhavet. If moon is placed in the 2nd house, then he has, see now this netra chanchal van has two meanings. Though the obvious meaning is usually taken to be a person with a roving eye, if you understand what I mean.
Right.
But
Sir.
it can also mean that see, some people have a floating eye. It is called as a floater. One eye suddenly, goes haywire.
Right.
So that is also possible, because chanchal means somebody who is what is not steady.
Right.
Generally, it has to do with the roving eye type, but it need not always be like that. So please understand that this is Sanskrit and it is always complex. And Bhavartha Ratnakar is even more complex, because it is meaning of the bhavas from the ocean of knowledge. That is the actually a freehand translation sort of thing of the Bhavartha Ratnakar.
Right.
Now the question is, we can understand about moon in the 2nd house, giving a roving eye. Anyway, even 2nd house is supposed to be eye. It is more specifically the right eye that we know, because left eye is generally moon. And moon is variable. So that eye could be a floater is one thing. And moon is also called Kami. People generally forget that. He is libidinous. He is libidinous. That is usually forgotten because we consider him to be Karaka for mother, isn't it? And a female, planet, and also your mind. And mind is fickle.
Right.
But why the roving eye? So the Kama comes out. Kama in the sense of, Kama is actually desire, but here generally when we say Chanchal Netra, it can mean somebody with a roving eye, which is somebody who loves everything. I mean, every person of an opposite sex, let us put it this way, with a libidinous sort of thinking. So these both the things can be, but they can be understood. The question comes in the first line of the aphorism, isn't it?
Right.
Where why moon in the sixth house should give him somebody an intellect which he can use with dexterity, if you want to call it, Kaushalyavan, is a question. We can understand that fifth house is house of acquired knowledge. Sixth being its house second to it can indicate the wealth of that acquired knowledge. But why moon? Why not every planet? Why not the planet which owns the fifth house? Is
Right.
something an astrologer must think about. Why only moon? You can say the fifth lord sitting in the second, sixth house can make him, pretty intellectual, or rather that would be the wealth of his intellect, or whatever you can put it. Here only moon is told. Now here comes the perhaps the hmm, more complexity of Bhavartha Ratnakar. Why this small, of course it's not small, it has about 300, 400 aphorisms, but still why it is very difficult to understand the first two. See, moon has two qualities. One, moon is known as a Vaishya planet. Here you will understand why the Varnas, the classifications, are based on the karma and the qualities.
Right,
The
sir.
work that one does and the qualities one possesses has been given to different bhavas, the different planets. Now, this moon is Vaishya, and the crux of the matter is Vaishya also means a cultivator, a farmer.
Right, sir.
You go through the Sanskrit dictionary and you will find out, to a surprise perhaps, because most of the people do not understand that. They think Vaishya is only a trader, but initially it was always the farmer. And here it is about farming that is being talked about, because moon is also called Karshaka, which means farmer in Faladipika.
Right,
You
sir.
go through Faladipika, you will see amongst the attributes of moon, Karshaka is mentioned.
Yes.
So Karshaka is a farmer.
Yeah.
Sixth house is house of hard work.
Yes.
And nobody except farmer knows the hard work. Then moon is also a watery planet. Though I have not written to that extent in the book, though I have given the concept, but here since we are talking, I can expand it a bit. It is a watery planet. And a farmer depends on rains. Sometimes the rains are good, sometimes they are bad. To survive, he has to understand what is business, the work of the Vaishya, the trader. So he is the original trader. He takes into consideration the weather condition, the health of his farm, the soil, then how market is operating. If there will be a shortage of X thing, should I sow it and gain more profit? When should I sell it? Where I should sell it to make the maximum profit? That is why this trader sitting in the sixth house. Mercury is also trader, but Mercury is not Karshaka. So, and it is also, sixth house is also a house of hard work.
Right.
So now here you get all of them coming together, and moon occupying that house indicates he will use his intellect, or rather the acquired knowledge, in a way which is actually very, what we can say, with a great understanding of how to utilize that knowledge. You may have knowledge and you may not utilize knowledge. We do that every day, even in these times of viruses like COVID, we are doing it, but we don't know how to use it. Isn't it? That's why the second wave and third wave and fourth wave is coming. So this use of your intellect in a way which profits you, and where you put in a lot of efforts, both the things come into picture, and that is why moon in the sixth is supposed to give a person who can use his intellect in a manner which has some art also in it and some science behind it. And so he can use it properly to gain out of it. Because this sixth house is exactly opposite the 12th house, which is house of loss.
Right.
So naturally from sixth house you can gain. How you will gain is with hard work. Who does the hardest work is the farmer. And moon is a farmer.
Right.
So moon in sixth is also indicative of farmers, is said in one of the classics. If you read more classics, you will find it in Parashari, etc. You might not. But he has also indicated the same thing in different words. Now, this is the beauty of our ancients saying so many things in only two sentences or two aphorisms.
Right.
That is a great beauty. that is great.
Sir, the explanation is so beautiful also, because we understand that the mind is also moving towards hard work. The mind is thinking, because it's placed in the sixth house,
Absolutely.
is thinking how to utilize the expertise of the fifth house into
In-
hard work
in a very productive manner.
in a productive manner, and to gain the maximum out of
Maximum
it.
out of it. Yeah.
Because sixth house is also an Artha sign giving us money So- and job and profession. So such
it is the 9th house of the 10th house.
Right,
So
sir.
it is the dharma of a person to gain some career, good career, and that is why only moon in the 6th is supposed to give this. Not all the planets. With my
Thank
question
you,
was always, okay, as an astrologer, I was saying, why only moon? I can understand it is the 3rd house from the 4th house. So Parakrama of moon, and because he is Karaka for the 4th house, and it's okay. But why not other planets? There can be many planets who also own the 4th house and are sitting in the 6th house. That he is not saying. So these aphorisms give you some exceptions and make you think much more than what you can understand by merely reading it. It is not only because moon is there and he's in the second. No, he has certain qualities. He expresses them through the second house.
Right.
Similarly, he expresses those qualities through the sixth house. That is what is being said by the great Ramanujacharya, who has written this great classics called Bhavartha Ratnakar.
Thank you so much, sir. Once again, if you are interested in learning it in Hindi and understanding certain basic fundamental things as to how it operates and why it operates, so that you don't have to mug these beautiful lines up, do join our course and do write into us on our website or on our WhatsApp number. Till we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you so much.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.